What up? Man, here's the board. Continuing in my DC right here. I'm drafting a NFBC DC. This is a 50-round draft. That means 750 players will be taken. So that means the draft board is huge. The first 30 rounds have gone down, and now we're into rounds 30 through 50, which I just are like, I kind of draft these like fab. What I spend on my guys in fab. This is kind of like just a fab waterfall. 31 through 50, like a fab waterfall. That's where I'm at with it. Some players have been picked. Unfortunately, Spencer got me again. On Paul Goldschmidt. He's got me 3 times in a row here. Miguel Andujar, Jonah Heim, Paul Goldschmidt. Can't even hate. Those are all really good picks. Picks of value that he was glad to get a value on because they probably shouldn't even fall into him there. Not that they shouldn't have, but they fell. So if they fell to me, they would have been even more value. So hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. So let me go ahead and put in my sheet these names. And then I will be able to tell by my calculations what's going on. Okay. So, McAble. And then went, let's see this one time here. Okay. Is that the one that fits the best? Yeah, okay. What's going on? Let's see, McAble. Yeah, McAble. And then Nathaniel Lowe. Let's see, Grant Holmes, Goldschmidt. See, Grant Holmes, Christian Candle, Rhett Lauder. Grant Holmes, Christian McKay, Campbell, Rhett with 2 T's, Lauder. Paul, the guy I was going to take, Goldschmidt. I really like Paul Goldschmidt there. I wasn't actually going to take him there. I was going to take him on the comeback. But that's the most predictable power that was left there, that you can pretty much tell when he's going to be in the game, and that would give him a good chance of hitting home runs. So great pick there, Spencer. So available to me, my team. Oh, I've got this right here. Let me see. My team, here is my depth chart. So I'm good. I've got good coverage across. I've got the 8 outfielders. I've got 10 starters and 5 relievers. So I'm looking like really pretty good in terms of these guys right here and what I have to get. I don't have to get anything. There's nothing I have to get. I've got good backups everywhere here. I've got 3 outfielders. One of them can play infield. It's always nice to be able to do that. I do need a catcher, but I punted catcher so far down that I don't really care. I have good starters and good relievers. So I don't have to take anything, so I can just take best available, which is great. So let me just take best available here. I am very much liking to get a first baseman, though. And homie got Paul Goldschmidt. But I think my pick right here is Edward Julian. I'm pretty sure I go Edward Julian here over Baden Smith. Julian plays every day. A little younger. It's in Colorado. Oh, that's what I like about him. It's in Colorado. It's more predictable. I would play him at home against bad pitching. We go a little diligence on Julian, but I think that is the move to do. Look at the Fangraphs. Let's take a look at Julian. He's on the Roccos. Now remember how much of his stats that he has from the past came from the Roccos. Some of them, right? Some of them came from the Roccos. Oh, look at everybody's nightmare. Fangraphs is down. Oh, there it goes. There's Ed Julian. He's a starter. Ed Julian is a starter. And his team C. None of his stats came from the Roccos. That's right. They're all Minnesota-based statistics. His first year, he was asset, 16 homers and 350 at-bats. I think that's probably an outlier, but that demonstrates he can be an asset. Yeah, I'm going to draft Edward Julian here. About 100 games, maybe 90 games. 90 games, 10 homers, 40-40, throw in bags, and not the worst average. At first base, which is definitely a position you need. And I don't see a better player here on the board. I don't want to go Walter Jenkins. I'm not on Gavin Lux. Austin Martin is interesting. J.J. Bolday all the way down there is interesting. I don't need to get any other pitcher. Foster Griffin, he is a reclamation project there. 29-year-old, I believe this is his first year back. I can't take that. With nobody further down, I'm going to go push catcher at least until they come back on this round. Maybe Ed Rod is the best, but the guy who would take that would be Spencer, so I would just take that up from underneath him. So, let me see. See, that's what I'm saying. I can't go. Julian's probably the best player here. When you think about it, like I'm saying, Ed Rod is a good player there. He's a little older in Arizona. I probably would come back to him around the backside because there's nobody there I really like. But I'm not gonna let Julian get away from me because I need that position. Sean Burke, I'm not gonna do that. I have the reliever though. Maybe I'll take a starter on the backside. You know what? There's two starters to take. So yeah, take your guy right here, and then you can get your starter on the backside. Where's Edward Julian? Let's see. Edward Julian. Let's just double check a couple of things before we make this pick. And then really like that pick there, but let us see here. Just double verify he is not hurt. That's on the air that you can tell. You know, you can tell if up until a week ago he wasn't even doing this level of diligence, but now you can tell if a guy, I mean, not really, but if you go a little further here, you can see if there's any like recent news. His recent ADP is also 508. His recent ADP is 508. Here we are at 508. Go ahead and catch me, Edward Julian. Got him. Let's make sure I got the right pick. Yeah, got the right pick. Yeah, Edward Julian. Okay. I think it's Edward Julian. That comes in good though. I really wish I could have got Goldschmidt there because I'm looking for power. Nobody's letting me get power. There's no other power to sell out to. Somebody show me where power is at in these remaining guys. Let's just do something real sloppy right here. Real sloppy. Let's just sort by who's got the most home runs left. Might take a minute. Oh, here they go. Yeah, nobody's got home runs. My projection, the most home runs left is Jockey, Conine, Schneider, Bowers, Alec Thomas. Man, I am so glad that I've got positions filled out already. I'm glad that I've got my positions filled out. This is so deceiving right here. Let's put this back to recent ADP. I'm so glad that I got my positions figured out. Has Edward Julian been added to my team yet? No, he is coming in now. He's coming in. Gonna tell me if it's a good pick. I don't think this system believes that to be a good pick. I'm very curious though. Very curious. Let's see. There we go. Oh yeah, he's now just starting to fill in over there. There he goes. Edward Julian. First base, second base, Colorado. Why is he colored as a second baseman? I did make that modification over here. Interesting. That's what that backslash is in there for. Very cool. Smart to do it like that. Yeah, it shows as a bad pick there. But I like that pick. That shows so bad. Oh, because his old ADP was something different. His old ADP was something really high. Anyway, we continue down. I stay in. So there, that was my pick. There's going to be 2 more picks made to finish out this round, but I'm still in. I'm in first for everything here. At least according to these calculations. These are recent calculations. The 5 mixed blend. Light on home runs, but average rank is coming up. Runs, RBIs, stolen bases, all pretty balanced. Average is low on wins because I have the 5 relievers. I will acknowledge that some of my average is low here because I don't have that last catching unit. But I will say I'm so balanced that I can just take best possible hitter remaining. I remember for shortstops, I took Bobby Witt Jr. So not probably don't have to take it for shortstop because if Bobby Witt Jr. gets injured, it don't even really matter to the team. I'd probably dust it anyway. All right, let's see if Spencer wants to stream the next one. Good luck with your DCs, y'all. I know it's getting drastic out there. All that news hit. I'm gonna see if Spencer wants to review some of that good news, bad news.